Upgrade a card. Enemies in your next 3 combos have 1 HP. No. Upgrade a card. Curse for a rare card. Also no. Okay. Okay. Go this way. Maximum danger. Look. I hear you. But at the same time, you can't just be falling apart in Act 1 over and over and over again. Gotta show that I actually do know how to play this game a little bit. Fire breathing gets us through the slime boss fight, and also a Tri-Sentries fight. Let's try that out. Curse with Doubt. I really don't like this event. This event, I've changed my mind on a lot recently. And you kind of have to do an evaluation because it's not as it appears. It's 150 gold for a curse. And then in your mind, you have to think ahead to when you remove the curse, which at best is 75 gold outside of a free remove. So you're only net 75 gold, but then you're also not removing a strike and increasing the cost of your strike removes by 25. The value on this is so low that it's to the point where I might consider saying that it needs a slight buff. 175 gold, somewhere in that neighborhood. 150 is just not enough for this event, essentially ever. Sometimes yes, but almost never. Oh, dude, no. We just did this. We just did this. This is the 3rd run in a row where we've gotten Scrapoos. Steal the relic. The acid and sharp objects may hurt. They always hurt. I'm tempted. Look, what's the name of the fallacy? Is it just the gambler's fallacy where you think, "Oh, well, I've been sitting at this slot machine for an hour and I haven't won. I'm due to pay out. So I got to stay here for another hour until it sunk cost fallacy." That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Well, I've already spent $500 on Magic the Gathering cards. What's another $100? I gotta crack packs. I'm speaking from a past life. All right, boys. We're due. We're due. We're due for a relic. All right. Was it so bad? Speaking from a present life. Wait, it is gambler's fallacy? I don't know, man. I don't do fallacies. I trust you guys. I initially thought it was the gambler's fallacy. What did we get? We got a potion belt. Somehow the belt was alive and well in the midst of all that acid and ooze. So we've got 4 potion slots now. All of this is garbage. We once again just haven't been offered attack cards. What are you supposed to do in this situation? What do we even upgrade? Upgrade fire breathing? Hope it's Tri-Sentries. Thunderclap seems cool. I don't know, man. We already have an upgraded bash. Like, Thunderclap is... It's just kind of meh. It is Gambler's Fallacy. There you go. We could skip. Skip is an interesting choice. Now, the really interesting thing here is if you think about upgrading a strike. I actually asked last night in my stream if there was anybody who ever upgraded a strike at a campfire, unironically, just because. And this might be one of those cases. I know fire breathing is the better upgrade if we go into the slime boss fight and whatnot, but we're not there yet. We have to get through these elite fights. And we've got one more card reward before an elite. And it's just a 1 in 3 chance of it being Tri-Sentries. I think it has to be a strike upgrade. It's a feels bad, man. But it's where we're at with this run. Yeah, it's super rare though, right? Like, it just doesn't happen that often. Well. And frankly, like, the unupgraded fire breathing is enough to... to get us through a Tri-Sentries fight. All right. We have upgraded strike next turn. We can get fire breathing out of the deck, which is actually a huge get for us. Bash down. It's a bad open. We open with 2 damage. Also just not play the fire breathing and keep it in the draw pile for the extra damage. Wow, I think we just take... No, we don't have to take 40, but we're going to take a lot of damage this fight. We need to keep the vulnerable going, too. I actually really hate how the Dex down is the first one that applies. Okay. The Ancient Potion probably wasn't worth using there. Corruption. The Preserved Insect is a huge get. That's the kind of feel that we need. The Corruption is a little early. Exhume doesn't do anything for us. Fire Breathing. Well, hello. We already have one. Ooh. like a +1 dex. May want to seriously consider this shop over here. I was considering this one previously. Maybe we'll see how this combat goes first. Next turn we have... not enough damage. I think we need to strike here and take 2. Unless we draw exactly perfected strike. Oh well. Hey, a twin strike. Finally a damage card. And it buffs our perfected strike, which I guess is maybe how we kill the slime boss. Maybe. Go this way. Heal for 20, or remove a card. I think we heal for 20 here. Allows us to get a perfected strike upgrade. Tiny knob. Boop. Yep. Go up to 48 and a meat on the bone with a fairy in a bottle. Flame Barrier is a card that says block on it. I don't like taking Sword Boomerang here. Even though we've only taken 2 attacks and run 14 cards. Still don't really like it. Flame Barrier is more like Act 2 Birds Insurance than anything. It's expensive. Got 2 2-cost cards in the deck already. Feel no pain. Comments about Wild Strike and Fire Breathing. The issue with Wild Strike, more so than anything, is where the wound ends up. It ends up in your draw pile. Same problem with Mark of Pain. So both of those cards, as well as Relentless Charge, or whatever that's called, that adds the cards into your draw pile. So the conditionality there is you have to have Fire Breathing in play, and then at best you're drawing a strike. An AoE strike. Oh, the perfected strike synergy is a thing, but that is entirely based off of where the wound ends up. It's a dead draw. So if Fire Breathing's in the bottom of your deck, you draw the wound. It's just a curse. It's an AoE strike. It's not particularly interesting. If the wound ended up in your discard pile or in your hand, like Power Through is an amazing card with Fire Breathing. That's the card you want, more so than Wild Strike. Ends up in your hand, synergizes with things like Second Wind, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Yeah, Evolve, exactly. So if you can get, same idea with Evolve, if you can get Evolve in play before Wild Strike, like a Bottled Evolve or something. I don't know. Sounds dumb, but it's the idea. Sometimes feel no pain. Don't think we need Carnage. Whirlwind for Act 2. It's not my favorite AoE card, but it is an AoE card. This guy? We are shopping. Alright, we're gonna go big on the Fire Breathing since it gets us through this fight. Which damage is this? 40 damage. What, 87, my dude? Whew. Uh-oh. Maybe we were meant to power potion. Give me a slime next turn, please. What? No, 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 no. No, no, no. We have fairy in a bottle. No, 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 no. So we're on 28. So we take 18, 26. This brings us back with fairy in a bottle. All right, all right, all right. Make sure that's correct. We go down 6, yeah. That's ideal. Get out of here. Get out of here. Duplication potion. Thank you. Chance at a feed and a corruption with a feel no pain in the deck already. Good choices. Let's go for some corruption shenanigans. Runic Pyramid, Small House, and a Runic Dome. You like Feed? I also think Feed was a good choice for us. I don't think this deck has the staying power that we like to time the feed very well. There's not really any block here. There's also no card draw, so battle trances, things like that. Our ability to stall fights and get feeds off is basically 0. Maybe a flame barrier. Oh, it's all right. It's worth chatting about. I think anyway. Do a pyramid run. Pop up to 71 HP. That's pretty good. Here. What does Runic Pyramid do? The end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. So whatever we don't play here will be in our hand next turn as well. Like, the power potions don't save us here. Duplication potion is just 6 block. I think we wait. No tiny house, sad face. I agree. I agree with the sad face. He always gets our money. And we needed bash there. Snecko Oil and a chance at an Evolve. Evolve is a lot worse now that we have Runic Pyramid. Hemokinesis is okay, just for a damage card. With Runic Pyramid, Thunderclap gets a lot better, so you can do things like Thunderclap Whirlwind, Thunderclap Immolate, and that's the combo you're looking for. Here, I don't think it does much for us at all. We're also just looking for skills to pair with Corruption, I think, at this point. Not just skills, but skills in general. Runic Pyramid Apparitions, you say? Take 16 damage for some apparitions. That's true. Like, the 2 runs we took last night with Tiny House, instant wins. It was like teleport to the heart and remove the damage cap. Gone. Well, not quite that easy, but it was 100% win rate with small house. Lose all of my dollars. I don't think so. This might be a little rough. I'm doing it? I'm absolutely doing it. Why would you not? Maybe I was meant to feel no pain there. See that being a thing. Super overkill. You are on 24. This kills you. Okay. A red mask and a battle trance. Yes. Absolutely. Curse with Writhe is a no. We have Runic Pyramid, so it's just always going to be in our hands. We have no way to get rid of it. Like a True Grit might make that more takeable for us. This fight's really bad for us. Still no corruption. Really afford corruption here, right? Like we apparition, strike, twin strike, apparition again next turn. The issue is, like, we want a corruption, play all our defends, and then apparition next turn, but we can't really do that because the apparitions aren't upgraded yet. Cubic Zirconia, hello. It's been going not so great this evening. Well, that's not fair. The first two runs were pretty good, and then we tried to meme it up in Act 1, and Act 1 had different plans. We'll do Corruption on a turn where he's doing a multi-attack. Oh, we barely break through. Yikes. Oh boy. Yeah, we tried to meme. And I can promise you that much. The memes were almost realized. Which you hate to see. Alright, 40 damage. We finally got there. Eesh. I don't think we want any of this. We just picked up a draw card in Battle Trance. We will make the long, painful trek to upgrade 3 apparitions. Have I ever tried Alpha on the Watcher? Yeah, so I used Alpha to get me through Ascension 15 to 20. I think that was like all but one run. One because of Alpha. I just built like a Like Water plus Alpha style build. Red Mask is doing some serious work here for us. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Actually, we should be proccing Meat on the Bone more, I think. That was a mistake last fight. I think I could be convinced of that. It's 12... 15? It was back, I mean, it was a couple months ago, but I think like most of those runs were like Alpha plus a Snecko Eye, and that was the win condition for all of those. It was fun. I liked it. Okay. Orichalcum with apparitions is so good. It's would be another top tier get. This Whirlwind, it's really painful to not have it upgraded, so we're 2 damage shy of killing this Mad Gremlin. We could use this apparition this turn. Target the... Oh, because then we always get attacked next turn. That doesn't really work. I want to Flame Barrier on a turn where the Gremlin leader is actually attacking us. Okay. Now this guy dies to Flame Barrier. This guy does not. So if we play down 2 more cards, we always draw the apparition that's not ethereal. That's kind of the goal right now. And that card is always free. So we can actually go for the kill on one of these guys. No, we don't. This. Just need Perfected Strike. Almost guaranteed to draw it. Oh, you hate to see it. It's fine, it's fine. The Strike Plus, Sleeper MVP. Pick up an Anchor, an Explosive Potion, chance at an Anger. Anger with no strength scaling doesn't seem particularly good. It does say plus on it, which is the only real consideration. And we have a Corruption. Yeah, seeing red is probably the take over Anger. I'm just noticing we're lacking quite a lot of damage. And I think the lack of damage is from lack of upgrades, but seeing red Pyramid is definitely a thing. We have not removed any cards yet, so this probably only saves us 25 to 75 gold. It might just be a Sapphire Key. Yeah, probably 25 to 50 gold, actually. This Potion Belt is kind of doing work, though. The unsung hero. Do we ever get to 25 block on one energy? I don't think we do. Like sometimes with Feel No Pain plus this Defend, we happen to draw into a couple Dazed cards. Okay. Well, that made that decision a lot easier. Bad we don't get Fire Breathing in play. Next turn would be a good turn to have it. So 12, 15, 18, 21. We take 3 damage here. Unless we Corruption, then we can block it all. $16, 19, 22, 25. So we have full block right now. Nice, actually pop up to full HP. Bronze Automaton looking at like a Shrug It Off, Disarm, Sever Soul. Shrug It Off's great with Corruption. Disarm is also just Disarm. All right. Our last apparition upgraded. Hey, man, taking up like 3 upgraded apparitions into Hyper Beam Man, that's a pretty good get. Maybe our explosive potion this fight. Currently we're taking 14 damage. We go to 26. We can maybe just ride it out to proc meat on the bone on purpose and pop back up to almost full HP. I wonder if you ever flame barrier for damage. Probably, because if the backslaver takes 4, then we can bash it and kill it. Sure. You managed to deal damage for gaining health. I mean, there's a chance we get like the Bites event or something, where we can gain HP when we deal damage. Yeah, so we need to take 6 more damage this fight, and we can guarantee 4 with our 2 apparitions. I feel like this gets us there. I have to actually figure it out though. This is 12 block, we take 13. 9, we take 4. 12. 9, we take 4. And then we can apparitions to take 2 damage. Okay. We want to apparitions here. Totally forgot about Feel No Pain now. Ah, I thought I was doing that so right. That's an issue. I guess we have defense coming up. We can maybe make it work. Do not want to fire breathing though. My guess is we have to make it work with just one of them though, not both of them. So I feel comfortable taking this guy out. 11, so this is 9. Take 2. We go to 20, that's perfect. Just don't kill him yet. Okay, now we kill him. Pop back up to 38 HP. Is it a power through, entrench, and sever soul? I mentioned power through earlier with corruption and evolve fire breathing, but with runic pyramid, it's so much worse unless we have a second wind, true grit, cards like that. Does say plus on it though. That's kind of a big deal. No, I don't think we can without a true grit already. Toolbox. There is our true grit. Just do Inflame plus card remove, maybe? Toolbox could just be our apotheosis that we need, though. Oh, these nerds. Okay. Can opt to get corruption in play on turn 1 because it's kind of unlikely we're able to safely do it sometime in the future. Never choose to take one. Sure. We're within range of Burning Blood. I think we can safely take 1 damage here. $14, 23, more than 27. Okay. Ark the Pig King. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the kind words there at the end as well. Have a good night. Yeah, we don't need all this block. We have these 2 apparitions here. And with Feel No Pain, we've got 3 turns of intangibility. What we really need is just draw, so we'll drop down to where we can draw a full hand here. And call it good. Obviously seeing red, Whirlwind's good. Sounds excessive. Chance at a Juggernaut. Juggernaut's interesting with our corruption, Feel No Pains thing. It's not really like a great source of damage, but it is a source of damage. Expensive. I think the expense alone is what's going to keep me away. Maybe. Really mulling this over. It's a fair amount of damage just from Juggernaut. We don't have a continual source of block, but we have some. Leo Deck, thank you very much for the follow. $24 cards. I'm going to say no. All right, we're finally done upgrading our apparitions. Now we can actually decide something to upgrade. Maybe just Inflame, since we're lacking strength scaling. Sure. All right, now I'm going to say we probably need our power potion here too. Ideally like a demon form for some scaling. Poor man's demon form, a single Inflame. Sure. Keep an eye on these potions. May come down to wanting to do a duplication potion on our second Inflame since it's upgraded. But we are losing corruption and maybe are in flame here. Seeing red? Yes, sir. All right. Double the strength. How do we get out of this fight? That's the real question. We can currently do 20, 26, 40 damage, which is not much. We might end up using one of our apparitions next turn. We want to go for this guy for the Seeing Red. Take 16. Never mind. I got excited. I didn't see the strike plus. I thought maybe we had it. We do not. Next turn might also be okay for our Blessing of the Forge. We'll see how it goes. Got a fair number of things to upgrade here. Fair number being 3. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, this is fine. Ooh, actually, you know what? We weren't supposed to do that. We were supposed to kill this guy first. Yeah, we were supposed to kill this guy first and then use our Blessing of the Forge. And we got a free Seeing Red. Just play more stuff. Is this a strong boy? Looking pretty strong. He's stronky. Okay, so this brings us to 3. We do with 3 energy. Flame Barrier defend. Six. Yeah, I might have messed that turn up a bit more than I would have liked. So we were meant to kill this guy before we used Blessing of the Forge, and then we could have done a Battle Trance to pull in our other defend, and then get that upgraded too, but I missed the play. Oh, whoops. 26. 40. Do nothing? It's actually a really interesting hand for Snecko Oil. We can only draw 1 card, but we have Corruption. We would be re-rolling essentially only Perfected Strike and Bash. And odds are decent that those are less than 2. At least one of them is. Sometimes they go to 3, and then I'm sad. Alright, I'm not convinced we actually need that right now. Okay. 1 down. Very rarely get bashed through. Basically never. I think we are safe to burn the Battle Trance here too. Maybe we save it for 3 block next turn. Trying to save our apparitions as long as we can. This is going to be a long fight. $40 damage, you say? I see your 40. $48, you say? Okay, so now we have to actually do icky math. 12, 21. Wait, did I do that right? Yeah, 12, 21, 33, 42, take 6. And then we have another damage turn. Oh, Red Skull. I actually forgot about Red Skull. It's a good get for us. At long last, we have Vulnerable down. Boop. Got him. Pop back up to 30. Chance at an Impervious and a Fiend Fire. I don't think we Fiend Fire. Do think we Impervious. Alright, chance at a Black Blood, Mark of Pain, or an Astrolabe. Not what I was looking for in these two. Can't do Mark of Pain. We don't have any way to actually exhaust those wounds. It's gotta be Astrolabe. So Nora, thank you very much for the follow. Got Fiend Fire anyway, Heavy Blade, and an upgraded Whirlwind. Sometimes this is like a kill condition on its own. I don't know. I don't feel great about those cards. Heavy Blade is okay. We do have the upgraded Inflame in the deck. Second Whirlwind on 3 energy isn't particularly good. I just got Minimalist Achievement. Congratulations. I know a lot of people struggle with that one. Alright, Flame Elite off to the right here. Our path is predetermined for us. Not much to consider. Give me those dazed cards. Wait. I was expecting more. I was told there would be additional explosions. We don't have any relics we have to worry about right now. It's kind of nice. Spot weakness is okay. Not as great with corruption, but it's okay. Sometimes. This is always a trap. Like, the apparitions make this really tempting. As well as corruption in general. Fiend Fire. You believe in me? Thank you. Crack it open. Crack open a cold one. Oh, 20 damage off the start. Seeing red to 4. We have Fiend Fire for a kill on one of them if we can get one to 90. Beanfire will just kill the other one. Which maybe comes down to our Whirlwind plus a Shrug It Off. Also just Flame Barrier does it. It gets this one below 90. And we full block here. This Whirlwind is pretty garbage. Just use it. Okay. Apparition is good. Wait on Heavy Blade to see if it procs like a Red Skull. Maybe we dump. Oh man, did we dump Whirlwind here? So if we do that, we're going down to 6-5. We get a full draw. Okay, I really want targeted damage on this guy, though. Maybe... No, we want targeted damage on this one now. Perfected Strike at 18 damage just does not spark joy. Whirlwind is just better. 24. Well, actually, Perfected Strike, then Whirlwind is better. Technically... May I have an apparition, please? No. Oh, that sucks. I have an apparition, please? Yes. Help. Don't. Oh, you did. Okay. 21. 34. Take 36 and die. It's an option. So the other option is to play 2 cards, use Snecko Oil, guarantee the draw on... Oh my god, there's so many burns. Guarantee the draw on Apparition. And then maybe we have a kill on this guy. I actually didn't know that worked like that. What? Huh. Maybe it's an order thing. That's weird. Is that right? This is now 0. Wait, why is this 0 now? Wasn't this 3? So confused. It didn't cost energy when you played it. Oh. That was weird, right? Yeah, I guess it was just a visual bug. Bird with arms? I think bird with arms we want disarm. Disarm, dead arm, what's the difference, am I right? Did I just pick up a relic? I did. You picked up Fossilized Helix, our rare relic. Prevent the first time you would lose HP each combat. So that's what I'm currently deciding, actually, is whether or not we want to break this buffer here to block 7 damage off this guy. We do have a full block in Flame Barrier and Impervious. But with the apparitions coming around, with Impervious in our hand, I kind of just want to, like, Seeing Red Whirlwind and do a fair amount of damage here. Okay, I'm going to do that. The relic that gives you a random card 0 cost when you play any power card. Yes, that is called Mummified Hand. It is a good one. Is Calipers good here? Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of those cards actually where I used to think they were just the most amazing cards in the game, and it's like now I look at them and it's a hard pass every time. You are not alone there. Kill this guy. There's any number of them too. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but I mean, I mentioned Astrolabe earlier when I took it that I used to super underrate Astrolabe, and now I consider it a top tier relic. We got there. Pick up a Gambler's Brew. Chance at an Armaments. Another Disarm. Probably not. Body Slam is kind of fun with this deck. Especially because it's Body Slam Plus. Sometimes that works really well. Works well like once, and then it's done. To try it out. I see the vision. Like it's possible for it to do good things for us. Nash is kind of interesting. Master of Strategy is just kind of always good. Blind is also kind of good. Sure want this. 4K with 1 strike. Are you still doing that infinite run? Stumbled upon Dead Branch Corruption. That's I say it often. That's my current claim to shame. Is I have no experience. Well, I have one experience with Dead Branch Corruption in my hundreds and hundreds of hours of playing this game, and it was with Velvet Choker. I don't think we do that. Though, if there was another time for me to actually end up with Dead Branch Corruption, it would be when you have Runic Pyramid. That would be another good time to happen to get that. Yeah, the stars have never aligned for me, and now that Corruption is a rare card, it's even harder to get the combo. I don't think so. Frozen Egg. Probably too late. Our Flaming Elite is a tiny giant head. $12 damage. Okay. 33 is all right. So we have Buffer and 3 Apparitions coming around. I don't think it was too early to use our Corruption in that instance. We're mainly focused on just not taking damage now. Sometimes we full block with Impervious, depending on what we draw. If we do a Feel No Pain this turn. That is just not enough damage. I think this might end up going too slow. Oh, get the Body Slam turn, though. Body Slam turn. Maybe that means we just pop all of our Apparitions since the Giant Head doesn't stop attacking now. And go for a really big turn. Well, no, because... yeah, no, we'll go for a big block turn. I guess that's as big as we're gonna get it. $117. Let's go. Okay. Hello. Good evening. This doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, we got there. We have an Art of War. Our Emerald Key Piece. Chance at another Body Slam. I mean, it did do decent work for us in that fight. It's not upgraded, though. Yeah, I don't think we need 2 of them. Interesting. Yep. It's interesting. I want the heart with the brimstone. I think the reason why this deck loses is because of lack of scaling, and that is a scaling card. Oh, scaling relic, rather. And I don't know if we're that fast, though. We would need an event that had duplicated an apparition. That would be like 4 or 5 apparitions. Be feeling pretty good. All kind of comes down to draws. Doesn't it always? Spooky. Brimstone says it's a shop-only relic. Start of your turn, gain 2 strength, and all enemies gain 1 strength. Every turn. Brimstone dies to woke bloke. Yeah, the bird with arms is going to be a spook factor, spice factor 5 fight for sure. Yeah, if we had like bottled corruption, that would make me feel a lot better. What would we do with 2 campfires versus an elite? Impervious? Get corruption upgraded? Feel no pain sometimes? We kind of do play for the spice. At least I try to. We also have to recall. Let's hit this button. Oh, you love to see it. Pick up an incense burner. I'm gonna take the coward's way out and pick up Dawn. Dawn! Oh, not this guy though. This is a problem. Just do. Exhausted 2 cards while I had Feel No Pain in my hand. That was not smart. Okay, so this is 19 block. You're doing 12, 18. Okay. And please have some strength. Brimstone, Art of War. This is 1827. It's out of my hands. Is either a Fiendfire kill here? Oh, it might just be a Fiendfire kill. 171 right now? Got him. Pick up another Gambler's Brew and some junk we don't need. Yo, we get a shop right after dawn. Oh, it's so good. Okay, secret technique, put a skill from your draw pile into your hand. That could pull an apparition for us on a very sad turn. Clockwork souvenir. Does not work with anything right now. Ornamental fan is not that interesting. Bottled flame is not that interesting. Card remove? What is card remove? Strike? We card remove, we can't secret technique. Sometimes secret technique just saves us if the apparitions are on the bottom of the deck, but so does removing a strike. Similar idea. Yeah, Sentinel's pretty good too, so we could do a strike remove and Sentinel. With corruption. Could be okay. Pass that stuff. Ugh. Where is my gold? What? My gold? Yes. Okay. Sorry, distracted now. So if we impervious, go to 41 block. This does 43 damage. Yeah, I was also confused by the gold question. How do we kill these guys? Spikers are a problem. No, we have intangible. I guess they're not that big of a problem. Sure. This guy, I guess. Okay, this is our incense burner turn. Pretty free to do damage here. And we have this heavy blade. Nice. 54. That is enough. I was meant to spot weakness there. Playing a little carelessly now. I did not time my incense burner there. That's a mistake. It's kind of a big mistake. Pervious? Seems good. It's yellow. So we wanted incense burner on like 4. So it would have been 5 this turn, and then next turn we would have been safe from, well, whatever. We could have also done 3. 4, 5, 6. Maybe 2 is optimal. Is 2 the multi-attack? If you come in and then it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 2 was optimal. So not this. We would want to be on 3 this turn. I think we want Incense Burner for the multi-attack turn. I don't know how much it matters, honestly. This fight's going to go... It's either going to go down real quick or not. Oh, that was a power. Oh, whoops. Is 12, 24, 36. You guys are 1 and 2 damage off. That is annoying. We could go for an Art of War proc here. Lose our buffer, which is fine, and hope to draw an apparition for next turn so we can... That work? Whirlwind apparition? That's still 3 energy. No, but we have flame barrier. Okay. There should be this, but we kind of have to draw an apparition with just 3 draws. It's 26. So we're dead on board. We are dead on board. We might have to just Gambler's Brew for an apparition here. I don't know if disarm matters. We're going to play Corruption, gain 2 strength, and then we can remove 2 strength with disarm. Feels a little silly. Full 5? We go deeper than that? Maybe we go like this. Maybe we get rid of disarm since we're doing apparitions. And we have Incense Burner coming around. Okay. Rolling pretty deep here. This is 14, 28, 42. Yeah, we're good. And we kind of don't want a corruption here. Just don't have much else to do. Got a bunch of stuff just stuck in our hand. The apparitions are for the multi-attack turns. The impervious is for like the turn after the transform. We're only at 11 strength right now. It's just not enough. Okay, I'm gonna argue that we have to go this turn. Do this. And wait on this, I think. Okay. This is 80 damage. I think there's a good chance that we full block one of the big damage turns with Sentinel and all this stuff. So I think we do the apparition here and maybe just get fire breathing out of our hand. Look at that. -2 strength. Like drawing 3 cards. That's the real killer, is having all this junk stuck in our hands. $57. Uh-oh. May have gone too soon. 70 plus, how much is this? Plus 14. 30, 42, 112. Very slightly off. So if we Sentinel, for sure transition to the next phase. It might be too early, like we might actually just want to stack Incense Burner for another turn. Which is, we can do that, that's fine, we can just kill him next turn with Whirlwind. I mean, black screen? Hey, Sentient Sofa. You are in time for some plays. I can guarantee that plays will be made. That is a fact. I guess if we body slam Whirlwind here, that's fine. 70 plus 42 goes to 12, gains 15. Okay. Get a full draw as well. Okay, so if we go... I think ideally we wait this turn as well. And then... but we have Body Slam in hand. Attempted Fate with Brimstone. Well, kind of. In a sense. Yes. 186. Heavy Blade is just not there yet. I think we have to wait. How do we wait? So if we Flame Barrier Shrug, Sentinel, like we don't die. It's all of our block. And then we have to transition him next turn. So the Incense Burner goes to 4 next turn, and then it'll be on 5 the following turn where we can Apparition, and then it'll be on 6 for Incense Burner, and we should have the kill with Bash, Heavy Blade, Perfected Strike in our hands. So let's see how much we can block this turn. And see if we have to play the Sentinel. We can live 2 turns without it. So currently we're taking 8. Oh yeah, we also have Fiend Fire, you're right. We have a lot of damage just sitting around. Ideally we take 11 here. This is kind of an obnoxious number. We want to proc Meat on the Bone for the next fight. I think we just have to wait and see if we can happen to proc it. Hey, that's a lot of damage, my dude. This is our entire deck right here. Nice. Okay. It's just 58 damage. Yeah. Yeah. I actually didn't even need the incense burner. Does that mean we wait? We don't have anything else to exhaust. Dang it. Now we actually wasted incense burner. Do way too much damage. You choose to take 3 for an extra turn. Feels stupid though. Delicious. The Time Eater. Oh, what could possibly go wrong? So much could go wrong. Oh no. Look, the good news is we could get like a monster, Fiend Fire off, and maybe one-shot this guy with a bash down. The bad news is just look at this hand. This is awful. Ugh. It's a lot of damage, my dude. Lord bear me strength. We've got like nothing else to do here, and we're only drawing 3. Well, we do have Disarm and Feel No Pain. So if we do Feel No Pain, Corruption, Disarm, Flame Barrier, something else, Defend, it's okay. Uh-oh, he gained strength, you guys. Whatever will we do? Okay, we have Incense Burner next turn. Believe the Time Eater is always attacking next turn. It's kind of close, actually. Let me do the numbers on this. 6 times 1.5 times 9. It's 351 damage if we're not weak with Fiend Fire right now, and we have a full hand with Bash applied. So I think that means we apply Bash this turn, and we look for a kill over the next few turns. 16. No, this could be really big next turn. We could dig for a big body slam and then into Fiend Fire next turn. Could also choose to do like nothing here, which seems bad. Okay, we are no longer weak. Sits for 45. Oh, baby. 45 times 9. 405 damage with the Fiend Fire. Boop. Got him. Woo, Lord. That's a fight and a half right there. Incense Burner, not timed at all. I did it again, and that's honestly a pretty big mistake again. I did that twice now with this Incense Burner. We would want this on 4. Honestly, 4 or 5. 1 is about as far from good as we could get. That could be the death of us. Sometimes Flame Barrier is good. Sometimes Flame Barrier is good, sometimes Disarm's good. I don't think... So this deck never removes the artifact charges from the elites, making Disarm worse. So Disarm against the Heart is the better choice. I think the elites get us, honestly, but I'll do the Disarm just in case. The scaling strength here on the elites is a lot. Distilled Chaos and Pray. That's the strategy. Oh, we do actually remove the artifact if we get a single bash down. Something. This might be our Gambler's Brew this turn. No, it's not. We have an Apparition. So our defend is 6. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1 off. We lose our buffer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. 1, 2, 3 plus 4, so. Fence Burner's on 3. Like nothing else we can do here. Okay. 61, my dude. What? Well, we could just choose to full block it here with Impervious, Sentinel, Defend, Flame Barrier. And then we get Bash, Disarm down on the Spire Spear. Go for a kill next turn. It's kind of unlikely with just 8 strength, though. That said, we can play down our hand and try to draw through to some apparitions, which is good enough in my book. Is also good enough for me. Is there ever a world where we just go for the kill with Bash next turn? Instead of Disarm? Maybe. Okay, well, it's not the turn. This is actually our last apparition, too. Draw, maybe? If we can kill the Spire Spear this turn, we can just use Fiendfire next turn to kill the shield. We have... No. We have another apparition. Never mind. I was mistaken. Never mind. Let's see where we get with this. Seems good. A Shuriken. Finally some strength scaling. Chance at a Juggernaut again. Metallicize. Probably none of those. These don't save us. I mean, Juggernaut does do a fair damage. I didn't set up Incense Burner again, dude. This is not my best play. We just rolled him over for no reason. Is that just actively bad now? Did it completely blow that? We go in, it's turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not the worst. Apparition, thank you. Okay, let's stop and think before I play too fast. Must consider. I don't mind using a Master of Strategy before we get the debuffs in our turn. Or wait, it's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad. Okay, so Master of Strategy, getting Fire Breathing out of our hands could be a goal. Less so for the damage, but it does do like 50 damage-ish over the course of the run. And then we may want to not do much of anything else, so we can bring an Art of War proc into next turn. Well, it depends on the Master of Strategy draw, so I think we always do this. Ooh, and Flame is good. The Fire Breathing and Flame. Pass. If it's the big attack next turn, which is what I think we're hoping for, then we can just use the buffer to block it with like a defend. And so we can still play some stuff. We can get bashed down or whatever. We pass. Full 5-card draw. The multi-attack turn. The... This is for sure an apparition. It's a matter of order at this point. And if we want to use a Gambler's Brew to get to 15 block, we can use the Feel No Pain to gain +1 block like per card. Not very good. So Defend Apparition, we just have 2 energy left, and we're frail. I don't know if we ever get there, but we really need this buffer for next turn. How deep am I willing to dig for it? I guess is the real question. I think we can dump a lot of this. I may be wrong, but I feel like the buffer next turn potentially wins or loses the run. And then if we pull Void, like that's a whole nother problem. Yeah, so now it's a question of how important Bash is. So Bash, we never get to apply Bash again after the artifact comes on the hearts. We just don't remove the artifact, really. Feel like Bash is pretty important. And Feel No Pain is important if we pull Corruption. We like Defend, Corruption. Ah, it doesn't work. We don't have enough energy. It has to be Corruption, though. It has to be like Defend, Corruption, Impervious or something. It's a lot of cards we need. That means this goes. That's so good, though. Ooh, this is tough. 6 card draw is not enough. We need like exactly Impervious, Flame Barrier, something like that. Probably just Impervious. If only we had a Frozen Eye, this would be so easy. Hanging on to Defend also just feels bad. Hanging on to Defend just allows us to play a different card. I guess if the only thing that saves buffer is Impervious, then we should dig harder for the Impervious, which is like Feel No Pain, Defend. Just go all in on drawing exactly what we need this fight. Please. I don't think we get there. We could choose to do the Distilled Chaos on top of this. Most of what we have in our draw pile is not so bad to be playing. Like Flame Barrier, Apparition, and Prey. very close to 15 block. We need like one more block card to hit. Oh, you wouldn't. Oh, you wouldn't. No, that's so bad. No, 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 no. Why would you do this? You even got the strength down on him. Oh, man. Well, Corruption Impervious next turn is fine. God, I cannot believe we lose this buffer. Played Battle Trance. Okay, so if we Corruption Impervious, shrug it off, do we live? So we take 6 damage. We're on 29, 59, 50, God, 55? Wait, 59, 65? We die by 2. We don't have Feel No Pain in play, so we have to Apparition here as well. So if we Apparition here, well, and we have Void in our hand, actually. Can't really do much of anything. Like Apparition Strike. Ouch. So this is the turn where we have to get Bash into play. And then the following turn is a pretty decent turn for us. We'll have Corruption, Impervious, Seeing Red, like all this really good stuff. But I think Bash has to go down. And then maybe we play Slimed as well, just for the extra draw. Burn hurts. And then we have one more Apparition. So ideally we block next turn. We have Apparition for the following, or excuse me, Incense Burner for the next turn. And then we have Apparition for 2 turns from there. And hopefully we have enough strength where we can actually do this much damage. Kind of sad we didn't get to the Feel No Pain. Use Flame Barrier next turn for the damage. Red Skull. Didn't forget about you, don't worry. Taking 1. Do a fair amount of damage back with Flame Barrier, though. Okay. So if we do 140 this turn, we just have to do whatever's left next turn. Pretty solid maybe there. Oh, I should have done Body Slam first. Whoops. Oh, we have Apparition. Never mind. This is just better than Perfected Strike. And we get Shuriken. Oh my. 11 times 15. Spooky. Actually, do have to be careful here because we don't have any extra block. Outside of Fiendfire, we could go down in flames here. Fiendfire's block. Got him. Oh. Who was trying to warn me against taking Brimstone to the heart? Who was that? Anybody? I don't remember. Who thought Brimstone was the fool's errand? Brimstone was actually the win condition all along. It was kind of a comedy of errors, honestly, with the Incense Burner. That shouldn't have gone that well. I was very, very careless with Incense Burner, and we only had like the one relic to really pay attention to. GG indeed. Oh, let's talk about it for a second. It was almost 2 hours long. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, all things considered, we really only had to pay attention to Incense Burner there. There wasn't that much left. Adam Sims, hey! It's been a minute. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, that was all about the Incense Burner. If we didn't have Incense Burner, that one extra turn of intangibility, it wouldn't have been that good. Stream after you go to bed? Wow. Stream when I can. Yeah, that was pretty good though. The I mean, Apparition's Runic Pyramid, it's kind of a classic win condition. I don't think I really need to explain that. The real key there, though, with taking Apparitions, like a lot of people wonder when you don't take Apparitions, and it's difficult to explain. It's case by case, but you know, we had 3 campfires. I think we actually had 4, maybe 3 or 4 campfires upcoming to where we were able to upgrade the Apparitions, which is huge with Runic Pyramid. Otherwise, it doesn't even work. If you have a Toxic Egg, that's different, but different story. And the other thing with Apparitions is, are you taking damage to take the Apparitions? It's the similar philosophy to Golden Idol. You'll see many, many people who stream this game take Golden Idol a lot of the time on the Ascension 20 runs because you're trading away nothing for extra gold, in the sense that you start every run damaged and you trade away, I mean, roughly the same amount of HP that you're missing than you take for Golden Idols. So it's just free, basically. Same idea with Apparitions. If you're at or below around half HP, Apparitions are effectively free. They don't go in every run. You know, if you get the Apparitions event and the next node is a campfire and you have an Eternal Feather and blah, blah, blah healing, well, you're not really effectively at half HP, right? So that's some basic ideas around Apparitions. This run in particular, we had the campfires to upgrade them, and we had Runic Pyramid to keep them in our hands, and we were fighting Hyper Beam Man at the end of Act 2. Neat. That was a fun one. Honestly, this was a sketchy run. Got a fire-breathing and ancient potion in the first floor, max HP, ignored the serpent event, and then did scrap ooze for a potion belt. Like, this didn't even take a card on floor 5. We upgraded a strike on floor 6. I should have actually mentioned that earlier. How bonkers is it that we had to upgrade a strike to get through Act 1 because we didn't find any other attack cards, and it ended up propelling us through enough elite fights and floor fights and heart fights to get the W. That's what it's all about. That's a good run.